Egyptian Book of the Dead. Step into the mystical world of ancient Egypt, where the secrets of the afterlife were inscribed on papyrus scrolls known as the Egyptian Book of the Dead. For centuries, these sacred texts have fascinated scholars and intrigued explorers, offering a rare glimpse into the beliefs and rituals of the ancient Egyptians. The Book of the Dead, also known as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, was not just a guide to the afterlife, but a comprehensive manual for navigating the perilous journey from death to rebirth. It contained spells, prayers, and instructions to help the deceased overcome obstacles, avoid dangerous entities, and ultimately achieve eternal life in the divine realm. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of this ancient manuscript, exploring its significance, its intricate illustrations, and its enduring legacy. Prepare to be captivated by the ancient wisdom and profound spirituality preserved within the pages of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The Egyptian Book of the Dead holds a significant place in ancient Egyptian culture and religious beliefs. It originated during the New Kingdom period, around 1550–1070 BCE, and continued to be used until the end of the Ptolemaic period, around 30 BCE. It was primarily created for the elite members of society, such as pharaohs and nobles, to ensure a successful transition into the afterlife. The book was considered a crucial tool to help the deceased navigate the complex journey through the underworld and face the judgment of the gods. The primary purpose of the Egyptian Book of the Dead was to provide the deceased with the necessary knowledge and guidance to pass through the various stages of the afterlife. It contained spells, prayers, and rituals that were believed to protect the soul and provide it with the essential tools to overcome obstacles and challenges it would encounter. The book was often buried alongside the deceased, as it was believed to be a crucial resource for them to refer to during their journey to the afterlife. The Egyptian Book of the Dead was not a single text but a collection of chapters or spells, each with its specific purpose. The contents varied depending on the period and the individual who commissioned the book. However, certain themes and motifs were common throughout, reflecting the core beliefs and values of ancient Egyptian society. The Egyptian Book of the Dead was structured systematically, following a specific order of chapters or spells. Each chapter had a unique purpose, addressing different aspects of the afterlife journey. The structure of the book typically began with a series of spells to protect the deceased and ensure their safe passage into the afterlife. These spells were intended to safeguard the soul from evil spirits and guide it through the treacherous underworld. The book included spells to help the deceased navigate various challenges and obstacles they would encounter. These challenges ranged from crossing dangerous rivers to passing through gates guarded by fearsome creatures. The spells provided the deceased with the necessary knowledge and power to overcome these trials and continue their journey toward the divine realm. The latter chapters of the Egyptian Book of the Dead focused on the judgment of the deceased before the gods. These chapters contained prayers and declarations of innocence, as the deceased had to convince the gods of their worthiness to enter the afterlife. The book also included spells to help the soul navigate the final stages of the journey and achieve eternal life in the divine realm. In ancient Egyptian culture, the afterlife held immense significance. The Egyptians believed that life was merely a temporary phase, and that true existence began after death. The afterlife was seen as a continuation of life on earth, but in a higher, divine realm. The deceased was believed to join the gods, living eternally in a state of bliss and abundance. The concept of the afterlife was intertwined with the religious beliefs and practices of the ancient Egyptians. They believed in the immortality of the soul, with death being viewed as a transition rather than an end. The preservation of the body through mummification was a crucial aspect of ensuring a successful afterlife, as it allowed the soul to reunite with the body in the divine realm. The Egyptian Book of the Dead played a vital role in preparing the deceased for the afterlife. It provided them with the necessary knowledge and tools to navigate the complex journey and attain eternal life. The spells and rituals contained in the book were believed to protect the soul, guide it through the challenges of the underworld, and help it pass the judgment of the gods. The book was considered an indispensable resource, ensuring the deceased's successful transition into the divine realm. The Egyptian Book of the Dead was not only a text but also an integral part of funerary rituals in ancient Egypt. The rituals surrounding death and burial were meticulously performed to ensure the deceased's safe passage into the afterlife. The book was often buried alongside the deceased, serving as a guide and companion throughout their journey. During the funeral ceremony, the Egyptian Book of the Dead would be read aloud, with the prayers and spells acting as a form of protection and assistance for the soul. The rituals were performed by priests, who were well versed in the contents of the book and its proper recitation. The priests acted as intermediaries between the living and the deceased, guiding the soul through the various stages of the afterlife. The rituals and ceremonies associated with the Egyptian Book of the Dead were not limited to the elite members of society. While the wealthy and powerful had elaborate and grandiose funerary rites, even the common people had their versions of the book, albeit in simpler forms. The core beliefs and rituals surrounding the afterlife were accessible to all Egyptians, highlighting the importance of this concept in their culture. The Egyptian Book of the Dead is rich in symbolism, reflecting the ancient Egyptians' deep understanding of the spiritual realms. The illustrations and hieroglyphs found within the book are not merely decorative but hold profound meaning and significance. One of the most prominent symbols in the Egyptian Book of the Dead is the weighing of the heart ceremony. In this ritual, the heart of the deceased is weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart is found to be lighter than the feather, it means the deceased lived a virtuous life and would be granted entry into the afterlife. However, if the heart is heavier, it is a sign of wrongdoing and would result in condemnation. Another recurring symbol in the book is the depiction of various gods and goddesses. These deities played a crucial role in the afterlife journey, guiding and protecting the deceased. Each god had a specific function and represented a different aspect of the divine realm. The illustrations served as visual aids, helping the deceased recognize and interact with these gods during their journey. The Egyptian Book of the Dead contains numerous spells and rituals, each with its own unique purpose. These spells were believed to provide the deceased with the necessary knowledge and power to navigate the afterlife successfully. While the specific spells varied depending on the individual and the period, some key spells were commonly found in the book. One such spell is the opening of the mouth ceremony, which aimed to restore the deceased's senses and faculties in the afterlife. It involved a series of rituals and incantations performed by priests to ensure that the deceased could see, hear, and speak in the divine realm. The ceremony was considered vital for the deceased to fully enjoy their existence in the afterlife. Another important spell is the negative confession, also known as the Declaration of Innocence. In this spell, the deceased would declare their innocence before a panel of 42 judges, known as the Assessors of Ma'at. The deceased had to recite a series of negative declarations, denying any wrongdoing or transgressions committed during their lifetime. If the declarations were accepted, the deceased would be deemed worthy of entering the afterlife. The influence of the Egyptian Book of the Dead extends beyond ancient Egypt, shaping the beliefs and practices of later religions and cultures. The concepts of the afterlife, judgment, and resurrection found in the book have echoes in various religious traditions. Perhaps the most notable influence can be seen in the development of Christianity. The concept of judgment, as depicted in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, finds parallels in the Christian belief in the Last Judgment. The weighing of the heart ceremony, with its emphasis on righteousness and moral conduct, bears similarities to the Christian notion of judgment based on one's actions in life. The fascination with the afterlife and the desire for immortality, as seen in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, also influenced other cultures. The ancient Greeks, for example, adopted similar beliefs and rituals, particularly in their funerary practices. The concept of a journey to the afterlife, guided by divine beings, can be traced back to the influence of ancient Egypt. The preservation and translation of the Egyptian Book of the Dead have been essential in unlocking its secrets and understanding its significance. The texts were primarily written in hieroglyphs, the ancient Egyptian writing system, and were inscribed on papyrus scrolls. The fragile nature of papyrus meant that many of these scrolls did not survive the test of time. However, a significant breakthrough came in the 19th century when the French scholar Jean-François Champollion deciphered the hieroglyphic script. This breakthrough allowed for the translation and study of Egyptian texts, including the Book of the Dead. Champollion's work paved the way for future scholars to delve into the mysteries of ancient Egypt and shed light on its religious beliefs and practices. Today, numerous translations and interpretations of the Egyptian Book of the Dead exist, allowing modern readers to access the wisdom and spirituality of ancient Egypt. These translations have expanded our understanding of the book and its role in ancient Egyptian culture, providing valuable insights into the afterlife beliefs and rituals of this fascinating civilization. The Egyptian Book of the Dead continues to captivate and inspire individuals around the world. Its enduring legacy lies in its ability to transport us to the mystical world of ancient Egypt, offering a glimpse into the beliefs and rituals of this extraordinary civilization. Through its spells, prayers, and illustrations, the book provides a profound understanding of the ancient Egyptian spirituality and their unwavering belief in the afterlife. As we unravel the mysteries of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, we are reminded of the timeless quest for immortality and the inherent human desire to comprehend the mysteries of life and death. The book's influence on later religions and cultures underscores its significance and demonstrates how the ancient Egyptians' beliefs continue to resonate throughout history. In the Egyptian Book of the Dead, we find not only a guide to the afterlife but a testament to the enduring power of human spirituality and the eternal quest for meaning and purpose. It is a remarkable testament to the ancient wisdom and profound insights preserved within the pages of this sacred text. Let us continue to explore, learn, and be inspired by the rich legacy of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Thanks for watching.